Well, I'm here today. Today is a very wonderful, lovely day in Ode-Irele, in the southern part of Ondo State, Western Nigeria. I'm in one of the most historic schools, one of the best educational facilities, and one of the 3 best schools, let me say, in Ondo State. And it is also acknowledged as the best agricultural development school, the best school in terms of agricultural development. You will never believe this. It is called United Grammar School in Ode-Irele. It was founded on the 26th of February, year 1965, exactly 53 years ago. And this school has turned out a whole lot of great people, wonderful people, lovely people, people of timber and caliber, people of impeccable achievement, people of great psyche, and both in the political, the business, the religious, and even the diplomatic circle. And for this reason, I'm going into the school. You're going to see me go into this school, and we are going to talk to those who run the school, especially the principal and some of his aides. And by the grace of God, you will find out that this is indeed one of the best schools in southwestern Nigeria. It was founded in the days of Chief Obafemi Awolowo of Old Western Region, and you will love what you see or what you are going to be seeing there. Please join me as I go into this fantastic, wonderful, lovely United Grammar School, Ode-Irele. Let's go. thank God we're inside the school, the heart of the school, the great school, United Grammar School, Ode-Irele, in Ondo State, Western Nigeria, West Africa. Fantastic environment, lovely environment. Don't forget that the school was founded on the 26th of February, year 1965, 53-year-old. And last November, this wonderful school had its 51st inter-house sports. And it was fantastic, it was meritorious. There were a lot of sporting activities, there were a lot of achievement in terms of intellectual, in terms of sports. And today, visiting this wonderful place on Asabe Afrika from Lagos, we want to appreciate the good job of the principal, a disciplinarian, a man of intellectual sagacity, a man who has tried and who has done his own in terms of uplifting the young people, the pupils, and molding them into wonderful adults. And don't forget that a lot of great people have come out from this school. Some of them has worked in big establishments like the Central Bank of Nigeria and some other blue chip firms across the world, especially in Africa, in Europe, and the United States of America. I want to give kudos. I want to give kudos to Mr. Kim Meji Adeniji, the principal, and by the grace of God, after a lot of pleading from one of the alumni, we thank God that this man humbly gave us his time to speak about the progress of the school and some other things. Daddy, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. You are welcome.
Yes, sir. We want to ask you that why is the school so different? I mean, when we came in today, one of your alumni brought us here. We saw a lot of good development. We saw the environment very calm, very welcoming, and very intellectually creative. So, sir, how did you achieve it, and who is Mr. Kidimeji Adeniji?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I want to give glory to God Almighty for how far He has been assisting me since I resumed here on July 7th, 2022. I cannot but equally thank the whole students. They have been doing a very wonderful job in terms of the school development.
Yes, sir.
In terms of how far they have been assisting financially, even in terms of assisting also, even the some of the PTA teachers.
It's Parent Teacher Association.
Yes, they are a bit of importance to us. I want to say that, particularly during our last inter-house sport that was said
in November,
in November last year, that is the 51st, there was a pastor, Pastor Odimayo, Sam Odimayo, who donated 200,000 naira for the development of the school. And I cannot but inform all of you that the money was used for the control of this forces share to the principal's office. Other students, they have been trying their best, and I believe they will still continue to do their best. Even a lot of buildings have been undertaken by the old students.
Okay, that's building projects.
Building projects. There was 7 of them. We call them Akonimeji.
Akonimeji.
They are the ones that
unique.
That they perform those buildings over there. Single-handed by 7 of them.
They came after graduating.
Some of them,
alumni.
like this, the man that have just donated 100,000, Sam Odimayo, is one of them. JB Adanyeju, the 2 Narejus, Lofeso, Olajide in the Central Bank, that's Nabob in the Mobi Oil. All of them came together to come and do the school with the building for us. So these are some of those. Not that one alone. Of recent, the World Bank came.
Oh, the World Bank.
Yes, they are the one that assisted us with that building upliftment.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So these are some of those things. They have been doing the strength too. They have been doing their best in terms of discipline. Teachers who are equally commendable. Without the help of the VPs, the teachers, there is nothing we could have achieved. So they will be of good assistance.
Now let's talk about the 7. What do you call them the other time? Akonimeji. I mean, you know, when you look at your school and you are an alumni of a great school like this, you feel proud. So can you share their name and how do you appreciate them, these Akonimejis?
I cannot. When we get to that place, their name is
inscribed on the wall. Okay, but how did you see their concern for the school? How will you appreciate it?
That concern is very, very laudable. Although the building have been undertaken before I got here, but that name will continue to ring bell. And it's going to demand for more. Even the recently demand that brought you people here.
Yes, sir.
They have promised us to buy this center table, coach.
Wow.
And the money are equally be given to me.
Wow.
By the grace of God, tomorrow morning, the table will be there.
So I want to ask you the question that why do you think a lot of people have nostalgic inclination about this school? You know, our friend just brought us here. We were traveling, and he said, "Oh, this is my school. Let me drive in. Let me come and see." And he came in, and he just supported one of your projects, and he said, "No, we have to celebrate so that a whole lot of other alumni in the US, in Europe, all across the world will come and also have a concentration on this school." So, were you able to build those kind of students?
Even they have their own platform before I even got here. You just saw platform. Even of recent, somebody called me that they want to buy a kind of a school bus. We have a lesser population in the school because of the distance. Students have been trekking from home to this place. And that is why I'll be even writing them what we need. What we need basically now, of good urgent to us, is this school bus. And they have been trying their bus. They have been promising me day in, day out that they are going to buy a bus for us.
At least that will ease the movement of the students.
And it's going to increase the school population also. I cannot but even thank the Ondo State government. He has love for education. And
that's His Excellency.
Yes, the President Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. He has special interest for education too. That is why our salaries are being paid regularly. Even the promotion is being done regularly. Whatever we need, the school, not this school alone, all the state, throughout the state.
Throughout Ondo State.
Throughout Ondo State. He don't own any kobo. We have received February side, the matter will be paid this week. So
this is a very laudable news, yes, sir. This is a fantastic.
So it's a loving governor. And those students too, they are very caring too. And they love the Amama, which I'm one of them. I'm an student of this school too.
You are also student of this too.
Yes.
This is
I left this place in 1986.
1986?
Yes.
That's how many years ago? That's a long time ago. 37 years ago.
Yes.
So when you were in the school then, did you ever thought that one day, or did you ever think that one day you come and become the principal, you sit on this hot seat?
Well, it is God's mercy that I was brought here. By the time I was still very young, who knows that we can go to the peak of our career? Who knows? Well, it's God's design. I must be very grateful to God Almighty for how far He has brought us here. And I know He will still continue to be with us.
He will continue to uplift you.
Yes.
I mean, growing up in this school then, what were those virtues that you were taught that have really aided you in adulthood?
By the grace of God, that time my daddy was a tailor. And all those teachers then, they have motivated me. The way I used to see them, it is, I don't know the day where you a teacher, is they are more or less a semi-god.
Yes, the way they dress.
Yes, the dress, the way they speak, the way they behave, even the way they used to train their own children. There's an area that say, okay, one day I will be like these teachers. And thank God I'm here today. Thank God.
So it was an ambition.
Yes.
And you achieved the ambition.
Long-time ambition.
But a lot of people would think that teachers suffer, they are not well paid, but of course they could be well dressed, they could be well mannered. So why are you not afraid that it's better for you to be a tailor and make more money than to be a teacher and make lesser money?
What I have in mind is that financial attainment in life is a function of how you apply your wisdom. Wisdom application makes you what you want to become. It is not how much you are earning or where you are working that will determine how you will be in life. Your period of bereavement, I have a place in the Bible, that is Psalm 30, verse 1 to 10. God says there are two things that are very necessary in the life of human being: what to eat and what to wear.
So what you eat into your mouth,
even in economics too. These are some of those things.
Basic needs.
Needs of life. Food, clothing, and shelter. Others, they are luxury. It's others that are by God's grace. It's God's grace. That basic needs, what we need in life, that is very important. And the other thing is that to cut your coat according to your income too.
Cut your coat according to your income.
According to your income.
Not that you are receiving 100,000 and driving a car of 7 million.
That is not my making. Even that I own a car is God's blessing. So that is the way I picture life. Live within your income. Don't think too far so that you develop hypertension one day. And don't look at people that are having millions of naira. That is not your concern. My concern is what I need to eat, what I want to wear, and to take my own children through. By the grace of God, today I have 3 children in the university. One is serving, one is in final year, one in the 3rd year now. If I can train my children, I don't lose anything. I have a building of my own, I have a car of my own, I have a wife of my own. I have other children too. I'm enough with that.
To the glory of God.
That is it.
Sir, it's going to take me to the next question, sir. Today now, as a father, as a leader, labor leader, as an educationist, a thinker, when you look at the menace of Yahoo boy, I mean, boys that just make money from the internet runs and they buy cars, lavish their money in hotel and on women of easy virtues. How do you feel? What was the difference of your own day when you were growing up and today when you see this kind of menace?
I want to thank you too. In the old days, if a child should bring a car that is not a word of his own, the parent will just say, don't bring this car to my compound. All what is happening in the society these days is the handiwork of the parents. Some of the parents, they don't have the love of their children in mind. You didn't train them. You don't care how they are going to live, what they are going to eat, how their school fees are being paid. The worth of your children is supposed to know by now.
Yes, sir.
If your children is living above their income, you're supposed to know. Because of the parents say they don't care about the children, they too they after money. They are not after the sources of their children. That is what brought all this lawlessness in the society. The society says it's corrupt now. It's seriously corrupt.
Highly corrupt.
The value ethics system is no more there. Only there is value for everything. Even how you talk, how you greet, whatever you want to do, like there is value saying, particularly in the Yoruba culture. You want to greet another as a boy, you want to greet an elderly man, you prostrate. Ladies will kneel down for their parents, but all this system have been decision for long. So that is why they do between children of this age, they don't care about education. Their parents too, they don't even value their children. They allow their children to do whatever they like. And the society is rotting. There is no lie in that. It's only by God's grace that the thing can be brought back to his former position.
Only by God's grace.
Only by God's grace.
That morality can be restructured.
Yes. Ethics and the moral aspect of life can be restored.
But what do you think is the role of the church and the government? A lot of people will say, oh, maybe it's the politicians, their wayward, their frivolous lifestyle that has influenced the young people to want to be like them, and that the church has been so mute and they are not even doing much because the church is also busy looking for money and all that. What do you feel? What's your own opinions as an educationist and as someone that is next to the parent of the children?
By the grace of God too, a teacher will be in local parentis. In local parentis, meaning that when the children are with us, we are their father, we are their teacher. We perform different roles as a teacher in the school system. Come back to your question.
Yes, sir.
The church, they are no more alive to their responsibility again. The churches these days, they are even after money. Some of them, what they are preaching is not what they are doing. Some of them, they cannot influence student behavior again because they are like them. Some of them are even going to occultic society, all this unwholesome society. Even at times, some of us will feel ashamed and call ourselves a Christian because some of the way some of them are behaving. That's the truth of the matter.
Oh, God.
It's far from the former one in the olden days. People are very happy staying in the church compound and the poor.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
like all these modern churches now, they can even use a human being to perform ritual in the church.
Oh, God. It's painful, sir.
Very, very painful indeed.
Painful.
Painful.
The news we are seeing every day, the news we are reading every day.
Yes. Even when you look at paper, see what churches, what pastors are doing.
Sleeping with women in
what
the church.
What shepherds are doing.
Dying, the women dying
even
under
some
them.
of these herbalists, they are even better than most of these pastors. We need God intervention as well. We need God intervention in the school system. We need God intervention in the churches and too.
And probably in the family system.
Family system. So this student behavior is a function of many. The parents have their own input. The churches, the society, or what have you. They have their own contribution on what is happening in the society now.
Well, it's quite unfortunate.
Even we teachers too, we have. Our teachers doing what is expected of them now.
No, sir.
It may not be all of us.
Yes.
We see some that are very good.
Are strict and...
We have some that they are very well-trained teachers. Ditto, we have some of them, they are only after the salary they are receiving. I suppose not to be so.
I agree, sir. Sir, if you are given a chance to tell, let me just say, you have politicians, all the Nigerian politicians are put in a hall, and you have the microphone in the same hall, and you are standing to preach to them. What is going to be your message to the politician? Because you look at the politician, the political leader, the political elites, and you look at their behavior, you look at their idiosyncrasies, and you look at what goes down to the lowest rung, how the children behave, musicians tattooing their body, girls opening their private part and all that. Okay, if you have a chance to moralize or to talk to the politicians, the political class, what are you going to tell them, sir?
So even like I was saying this morning, even all this political system too is even correct. Whether they want to go for elective position, they can even portray for a very young person. But when they get there, they won't remember those people again. There are some of those who are even influencing these students. In what way? By the time they will be voting for them, they induce them with money. When they get there, they won't come back to them again. Some of them give them a gun.
Yeah.
They train them how to be fighting people outside. Even they train them how to be cursed tomorrow. When if a child is talking to cursing, beating an elderly person, that person will not believe at these children too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If he has a way of cursing them, he will curse them.
Even without opening his mouth, the child is cursed already.
So these are the politicians who need to reawake themselves too. They need to readjust themselves. If not that alone, they need to go back to the society that have elected them. Some of them now, by the time they leave now, they go to Abuja. After the 4th year, they won't come back again.
That's a painful reality.
The society generally is corrupt. It's corrupt, totally corrupt. And most of this corruption are being brought to them by these politicians too.
I want to ask another question, sir, before we round up, sir. You look at when we were growing up, we read a lot of books in the school system. I went through schools like Ajilogo Primary School, Ajilogo Primary School in Koshofe College, then later Koshofe College itself, and then we read books like College the Superstar, Obi Goes to School, or Obi is a Boy, or all those kind of moral building books.
Reading habit.
Yeah, reading habit. But today now, you look at the menace of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. How does it affect the children today? You as the manager of their education.
This social media too.
Yes, sir. That's what we are saying.
They are contributing a lot. They are contributing a lot
to the educational.
And this is supposed to be a sign of civilization, but it's bringing another thing entirely now. Go to all this pornographic film.
Yeah. Sites.
That is why Ondo State government said no student should bring handset to the school. And the parents who they have said earlier that they are not alive to the responsibility too. They're supposed to be watching whatever they are looking in the uniform at home. But what's supposed to have been done, the parents have left it undone. So this thing is a joint effort of the government, the parents, teachers. The church has said by you. This church is supposed to have been the modeling factor for this, but they are not now. The majority of these churches these days now, they go and do your tent, bring your tent.
Yeah, your tithes.
They preach more on the tent.
On the 10%.
10%, offering time,
blessing time.
Look at the time they are using for the word of God.
Very
it's
minute.
not good. Out of the 5 hours that some of them are using in the church, they don't use more than 10% or 20% for the preaching of the word of God. They too, they need orientation. Most of these churches.
High orientation.
By the grace of God, I'm a Christian too.
That's fantastic, sir.
I'm an evangelist by the grace of God.
Can you imagine? In fact, it makes it sweeter, sir.
So the way some of them are preaching, it is better you preach the truth for them. Let them hate you. Go about your business. But they don't want to reduce their school population or church population. They preach all those blessing. They preach blessing. Not salvation. Salvation is supposed to be the ultimate. Not the blessing always. Or tent. Oh.
Let's come back to United Grammar School, sir. What makes this school so unique? I mean, when I entered the school, I love the environment, but I also love the building, all the things we've seen. I mean, these are very unique article of, what can I call it, moral building and all that. What makes this school different and unique among all the schools in Ode-Irele and in Ondo State?
This is one of the Western schools. The school that was established in the Western region.
By late Chief Obafemi.
Yes, by the grace of God, in this environment, in Ikale as a whole, this is supposed to be the 3rd secondary school.
Jesus Christ.
In the local government, this is the 1st secondary school. So even in the old days, seeing people going to school, what it means.
Motivation on its own.
Even the beauty, the uniform they are going to put on, the way they will be behaving, but only God knows what is going on in the society now. Only God. See the environment of this place.
Yes, sir.
See the environment. See all this palm tree. You have enjoyed a fresh air here. A serious student, when they don't have any lesson in their classes, they can go under this tree and come to read. But is it the case? So the environment is very conducive for learning. And teachers and government have been trying their best. It's not left for parents to do the wrong side of the thing. After the 24 hours we are using in a day, we are only using 8 hours in the school. The remaining is with our parents at home. The rest will be with our parents. But have our parents be doing what is expected of them? The question is, the answer is no.
Highly no.
They don't even care about their children again. They are only caring about the money they are going to realize,
the business
marketing here and there, the number of buildings they are going to have, the number of meetings they are going to attend to. They don't have time for their children. And the Yoruba Bible used to say, Ọmọ lẹ́yìn ọ̀la.
Ọmọ lẹ́yìn ọ̀la.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. All this, the labor they have been having, all this, everywhere, the labor they have been doing now, who will inherit it?
Their children, sir.
Their children. That's why we must say àwọn kan kó ọrọ̀ jọ, wọn ò mẹ́ni tó máa ná.
Jesus.
Àwọn kan kó ọrọ̀ jọ, ọmọ wọn bá ọlọ́gbọ́n ọmọ láfi sílẹ̀ fún ni o, bóyá òǹgọ̀ ọdún ni o, they don't even know. The ultimate of parents supposed to be their children.
The best investment.
The best investment. That is everlasting one. That is the investment that cannot even crumble. I'm a teacher now. Once the certificate is there, I can still be made anything in life. I can still be appointed to any offices if God desires it.
Yes, sir.
So that is the parents should have time for their children. They should have time for their children.
They should create time.
Yes. Out of no time.
Out of no time.
Yes. They should create time.
Very essential.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, because I saw this and we heard about it, Ondo State Agribusiness Empowerment Center awarded your school a certificate of an award of excellence. The United Grammar School, Ode-Irele, is the best school in agriculture in the Southern Senatorial District of Ondo State. You won this award back to back. How were you able to achieve this, sir?
You see all this palm tree. We have cassava farm. We have a poultry farm. We have a piggery farm.
I can't believe this, sir. So you are promoting agriculture?
Yes.
You are promoting agriculture?
Yes.
I can't believe
and that is one of the sources of employment in modern society now. It doesn't mean you need to have your cutlass. You can go into mechanized farming.
I remember a song, Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀, iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni òṣìṣẹ́ yóò máa jalè, ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́, pẹ̀lú àdá, kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o.
That is the only day. These are some of the ethics and values we have been talking about. That is what we have been talking about. Most of these parents, because these parents are not even, maybe they don't understand what they're supposed to do. I don't know. Send these guys to school alone is not the only thing. In the old days, recently in Ondo State, even white can say, before you can graduate from any secondary school, you have a trade test.
A trade test?
Trade test.
I've not heard it before. Trade test.
Trade.
That is
T-R-A-D-E.
Yeah,
trade subject.
Okay, sir.
That you must suffer. It's a pity this one, maybe we have even difficulty to catering if I have a catering.
We're going to go there now. We're going to go there, sir.
We offer animal boundary too.
Jesus, we'll be there now, sir.
Yes. So that is the thing.
This is interesting, sir. Yes. So that means that you encourage agriculture in this school?
Yes. If not because of the time, I will show you the one we are now cultivating now. That place for watermelon.
I saw it. I saw this Ebute.
That's watermelon.
I saw them.
We have one here for jam. We have one for cassava.
Jesus Christ.
So that it may not be in a very large quantity. But once we have to know that agriculture is very, very important. Not all of us can do this white collar job now.
Yes, sir, of course.
Some of them can even go to this farming of a thing. Like this our mistress now. She can bake cake. She can bake what you call this thing, meat pie.
Meat pie.
Egg roll. It's a thing they are doing here. They are doing it here. It may not be in a very large commercial quantity. Because of the cost implication.
So, sir. Before we round up, you can imagine that a lot of children now, when you see youth now, they have laptop. So can Gary issue cocoa and they come out of this laptop? What do you have advice for them? These people that are into Yahoo, that instead for them to go to farm, they don't even want to do farm. One for Dani, one for mother Dani.
Ìwé mú pàápàá sọ́sà. Ó ní ọmọ ìgbé.
Kò lè ṣaláì máa ṣègbé.
Kò lè ṣàìṣègbé.